like I mentioned, I'm not Jewish. And I went into this show somewhat apprehensive because I'm playing the rabbi's son. And I mean, we have to touch on the fact there are obvious stereotypes about Jewish people. And as an actor, if I'm trying to embody a Jewish person, I don't want to be offensive in any way. So I have to find how this role in this show speaks to me. And that's why I'm happy so much of my ancestry has come up in recent years, because I was able to use that. Like I mentioned, no one knows what Slovakia is anymore. They only know what Czechoslovakia is. And I like to talk about Slovakia. I'm not Slovak. I'm not a Slovak person. I'm not from there. But it's my heritage, and it's a beautiful country that I've been to, and I like to celebrate that. And so that's where I have to dig as an actor and a performer. How does the show relate to me? Because like I mentioned, this isn't just a Jewish show. As much as it's celebrating Jewish culture, it speaks to everybody that this has ever happened to. And so looking back into my past, I have to look back to Czechoslovakia and why did my great-grandparents leave this tiny village in Central Europe? And back then, it wasn't Czechoslovakia, it was, when my great-grandfather was born, it was the Austro-Hungarian Empire. And back then, you weren't allowed to be Slovak. You had to speak Hungarian, you had to be Hungarian. And that's one of the letters I have from my ancestors, is back home in Rovňany, they were asking for donations to help fund the resurgence of Slovak language and literature and culture. And that's where I have to dig to be inspired for this show. And it works. Because like I said over and over again, everyone has experienced this in some way. And as a non-Jewish actor in Fiddler on the Roof, that's where I have to go to get my motivation and my inspiration for this role, for these people who are experiencing this thing in this shtetl in Russia at this time. I constantly try to find more on how the Slovaks were treated in this Austro-Hungarian Empire, which is quite hard. There's not much literature on Slovakia at all, because it doesn't exist. So I'm constantly searching for more information on that, but that's where I go. In addition to avoiding stereotypes as a non-Jewish person, I dig deep into my heritage as far as I can, because there's not much available literature on it. Yeah, and I've had the honor of going to that place, that village in the middle of nowhere. It's literally one block, a circular road in the mountains, down a dirt path. And that's where I go, back to my great-grandfather's village.